Communicators out. No sonar contact. Targets eliminated. We got them.
Good work, everyone. But let's not start celebrating yet. The ice is getting thicker. We're entering an ice zone. Notify all bridge personnel to reduce speed. Engineer, what's the damage report?
The Magnus hit our portside propeller. We're down to about 20% thrust on the steering, sir. God! Visual on an iceberg at 12 o'clock! It's closing in fast!
Speeding iceberg? Really? What did I tell you about staring at the snow too long? It messes with your vision. Yes, that's no iceberg! It's a fin! A massive one! Something's under the water!
A Leviathan!
Triglav, all systems engage.
All units, report their status. Water in main battery magazine. All watertight compartments are under pressure. Captain, we're going down!
Understood. For all these years, we have fought side by side with Triglav and the three frigates. Not once have these old girls let us down.
The menace must be desperate to stop our landing. Sending a Leviathan after us of all things.
Let them try. The Foundation will not be stopped at the Ross Sea. Triglav to operations. Initiating detonation of the onboard array.
Operations to Dida. Steer clear of the ice zone. Fall back to defense line A2.
You made your way here, through the Ross Sea. The front lines must have given you a grim taste of the war. The Manus won't let the Foundation set foot on Antarctica, not without the fight. The ritual is too important. They will stop at nothing to see it happen. So here's my offer. Reciprocity. As a gesture of good faith, allow me to share some intel on their movements with you first. There's a ruin of an ancient city deep in the heart of Antarctica. That is where the ritual will be held.
A ruin? Here?
Against that mountain, yes. But it isn't just any ruin. It's Manus Vindictae's stronghold. Rituals, preparations, high-level meetings. That is where they all happen. In order to secure the continent, they have fortified the coastlines, covering every possible landing point. The Order of Enlightenment is stationed at King Edward VII Peninsula. The Apostles' Brotherhood controls Mary Birdland, and the former Xeno Sentinel unit has deployed its forces along King George V coast. The terrain is already a natural fortress, but that wasn't enough for them. They have deployed a number of arcane-modified beasts, several Magnus and a Leviathan, if my intel is correct.
Oh, no way! A Leviathan? I heard you could sink Australia with one of those things.
Not anymore. that Triglav just blew it up and sank with it in the explosion. She was one of the Foundation's best battleships. A heavy price to pay to only reach a stalemate. If I were you, I wouldn't count on support from the Foundation forces. They are already spread thin just holding the front line. You need a plan to complete your mission without their help. And if you are as smart as you hope you are, you will see that this map is your best shot at reaching the city without getting caught in their territory.
It all sounds too convenient, boss. We've got no clue what she's really up to.
Fair enough. But know that the Admiral has ordered the coastline be sealed. I can't let you pass, at least not without a deal. Whatever your purpose is, you won't make it further without some assistance.
Fine.
Seriously?
I'm meeting with the Timekeeper at the site of the ritual.
Ah, brilliant.
What's the Timekeeper doing there?
I'm not saying another word until you remove these cuffs.
You think you're in a position to bargain?
Bargain? You were the one suggesting reciprocity. Hardly seems reciprocal to keep us locked up, don't you think? We really are here because of a song. The record is the key to everything. In 1995, before the world was afflicted with the storm, this record, along with its arcane record player, was sent into space aboard the Regulus Space Telescope, serving as the power source of the satellite. For 12 years, it took pictures and transmitted them back to Earth. Then, in 2007, the satellite crashed near Aldeburgh, destroying everything but this record in the process.
2007. That would have been 1966, right after the Sixth Storm.
Precisely. A rock music enthusiast from that era found the record and later brought it to Laplace. She is now a member of the Timekeeper squad. The last image transmitted from the satellite was time-stamped April 16, 2007. Even after the storm sent everything back, the satellite's timeline kept moving forward.
Are you saying that the satellite crossed the storm? How?
We believe it's because of this record. It's the only material that has been proven to be immune to the storm. In our previous experiments, it reduced the severity of the storm syndrome afflicting one of our researchers and slowed its progression on me.
Wait, what?
But those results were from small-scale isolated tests. We've never tried it in a real storm. Since replicas of the record haven't demonstrated the same immunity as the original, we've developed an upgraded amplifier system for it. Now, when played on our upgraded player, this record can create an immunity zone with a 2.5-mile radius. But the immunity isn't permanent. We found that the element Regulus in the record is consumed every minute it plays. At best, we're looking at 12 minutes of protection with this original copy. If Manus Vindictae succeeds in triggering another storm with their ritual, this record may be our last line of defense. That's why I brought it here. And that's why I need to get it to the Timekeeper. Should the worst happen, at least we can minimize the damage. and I'll be able to see how it works during an actual storm. An invaluable boon to our research.
Sounds like Laplace has made remarkable progress since the equilibrium umbrella. I have to say, I'm impressed.
So, there it is. All my cards on the table. What have you got for us?
The actual location of the ritual is in a sanctuary hidden in the heart of that mountain behind the city ruins.
First a city, now a sanctuary. Boss, she's got to be messing with us.
I am telling the truth. There is a tunnel in the city that leads into the mountain. Only the chosen are allowed through. And you can bet that the tunnel will be heavily guarded. .5 miles of immunity, you said?
That's right. I'll need to know the size of the city and the length of the tunnel to figure out the best placement for the record.
I have an idea. The mountain's interior is hollow. The sanctuary sits right in the heart of it. It used to be an active volcano, but it hasn't erupted for centuries. The elevation of the volcano is 11,616 feet. That's just under 2.2 miles.
Boss, it's not exactly easy to tell what you're thinking, you know. Surely you're not taking her seriously, are you?
Scaling the mountain isn't going to be easy. I have marked the dangerous areas on this map. Try to avoid them when planning your route. Before you go, let me make one thing clear. This is just my advice. Whether you take it or not is up to you. If just the two of you go up the mountain, you may keep yourselves out of the enemy's sights, but it will be highly dangerous. There will be no saving you if something goes wrong.
Of course. We'll weigh our options before we make a move.
Good. Keep your head on straight, soldier.
So, just like that, you're letting us walk out of here? With the record and a map? You call it reciprocity, but what's in it for you?
Arcana's death hasn't weakened Manus Vindictae. In fact, they have kept the Foundation very busy, taking different names and causing chaos around the world. They rallied their followers, journeyed across the globe, and set the stage for their ritual on this barren land. And all right under everybody's noses. They planned every step, but you just barged in here with nothing but a record and an idea. If you were my soldiers, I would have thrown you out of my camp by now. That said, I would rather see the storm end than see you fail.
Well then, thank you for your help. Why don't you come with us?
Me?
Look, we may be rushing in there like a couple of idiots, but if this works, if it really stops whatever scheme the Manus are brewing, don't you want to see it for yourself?
It doesn't matter what I want. I have orders.
Thank you, Mr. Ulrich. This is exactly the information we needed. If everything's gone to plan, the Foundation spy should already be in Antarctica. But they haven't made contact with us yet. It seems we won't be getting any more intel on the ritual from them anytime soon. Are you certain? Alright. If you've thought it through, I won't stand in your way. Just be careful, Mr. Ulrich. Mr. Ulrich? Signal's gone. I can't tell if it's an issue on his end or ours. Still, we got what we needed. The ritual will take place in a sanctuary, hidden in the volcano at the edge of the city ruins.
That means we'll need to cross the city to get there. Perhaps it's best to report back to the Foundation and wait for reinforcements before going deeper.
I'm afraid comms are down.
Could be another trick by Manus Vindicte, like the unnatural day-night cycle here. Timekeeper, maybe we should fall back. Get out of here, fix the communicator, and call for support.
That would be the safest choice. But according to Mr. Ulrich, the Foundation is tied up on the front lines. I doubt they'd be able to come to our aid in time. Besides, with every passing minute, we fall that much further behind Dr. Dorez. I suggest we stay here and search the area. Perhaps we'll find something to point us in the right direction.
Well, there are no immediate signs of danger. It should be safe to look around. But before we proceed, should we escort Miss Amundsen back to the research station? There's a high probability that we'll come into conflict with the Manus now that we're so close. She'd be safer there.
Go back? After all this? These ruins, they're the only thing that has kept me going. No, I can't turn back now. I can't. It's okay, Sonetto. Nautica can come with me. We'll just look around the city's perimeter. You have my word.
All right. Please be careful.
Then I can take some samples, right? Maybe even dig a little?
Yes, but please keep an eye out for anything suspicious while you work. The Manus might be closer than we think. Oh, and before you go, let me enhance the warming incantation on you.
Did we fall into a trap? Is everyone all right?
My arm.
Timekeeper, are you injured?
I'm fine. Don't worry. The ground was probably already caved in. We must have stepped on the thin layer of ice left behind. This happened back home once.
Looks like we've fallen into some underground part of the city ruins. No signal here either. We need to get back to the surface and contact the Foundation as soon as possible. This is...
Black algae! Careful. It's slippery, remember? You need to walk around it. I've been meaning to ask. What is black algae exactly? Ose, my team's arcanobiologist, was the first to notice it. It looks like algae, but it's actually a hybrid of an ancient fungus, and I think some kind of fibrous plant. Luckily for me, she found that they were edible. This is what I ate after I ran out of food at the station. But there's so much of it here. Look at the pattern. It looks like they've grown all the way from the foot of the volcano. This algae grows very fast and very violently. I saw one grow by a few dozen meters overnight. It's no wonder they can crack open ice and make those earthquakes happen.
Perhaps it's a new type of arcane material. I imagine there'd be quite a debate over its classification.
Alright, let's just watch where we step. Nautica, do you have any idea where we are? Oh, I think I do. I listened in on your conversation over the comm and filled in a few gaps on my map based on what your colleagues said. Let's see. The ritual sanctuary is here, at the far end of the city, inside the dormant volcano.
Manus Vindictae will surely have that area heavily guarded.
And outside the sanctuary entrance, there's this. A kind of circular clearing. Probably one of their daily ritual sites. And this is where we are, at the outskirts of the ruins. Just look at it. This ancient city. From here all the way up to the foot of the volcano. It's incredible. Just imagine all the secrets and answers hidden away within these walls. If we're going to find out anything about Manus Vindictae's ritual, the answers will be in this city. Stay close, everyone. Let's head back to the exit of the labyrinth first. Vertin! Vertin! Come look at this! A peridotite stone bed, a nice stone table and chairs. Someone used to live here. Oh, it's so stark, even for life in Antarctica. Do you think this is where those masked snow monsters live? I can't say for sure, but the owner wasn't exactly subtle about their interests. This is an alchemist's chamber.
This manuscript was written by the great Paracelsus, whose river of verses quenches our thirst for an endless life, and whispers the secret of the fountain of youth. Transcribed by... Cavendish. I can only make out the surname.
The Fountain of Youth. What else does it say?
There are just a few verses and illustrations.
Paracelsus. Why does that name ring a bell?
6th grade, 2nd semester, History of Alchemy, Week 1. The Life of Paracelsus. He was a pioneer in ancient alchemy and medicine. Legend has it that he invented a potion that could revive the dead.
Revive the dead. There was an array in Tuesday's motel, which the Foundation confirmed to be part of a resurrection ritual. And here in Manus Vindicte City, there's a manuscript about a revival potion. Perhaps this is what their ritual is for. To bring back the dead. And the only person they'd go to such lengths to bring back is... Arcana.
But what's Dr. Doris's part in all this?
That's still unclear. But if Manus Vindicte needs her to complete their ritual, we're on borrowed time. I'm afraid waiting for reinforcements is no longer an option. We have to go through the city. Now, Sonetto.
Agreed. The situation may be more urgent than we thought. We can't afford to linger any longer. Miss Amundsen, there's been a change of plan. We're entering the city. We'll do everything we can to keep you safe, but there's no guarantee we'll... Miss Amundsen?
You were right, Frile. The tales are true. The Mother Spirit is here, at the southernmost edge of the world. This is her resting place. The first age ends. The tolling bells are rung. Before the last, a mournful dirge is sung. Alas, where will our bones be laid to rest? O Mother, let us lie upon your breast. Burton, here, this place! Oh, this is the place I've been searching for!
Huh?
Look, here, beneath the surface of this rock. Feel it. It looks like chalcedony, right? But it's much heavier. This rock is totally unique to Antarctica. It's never been seen anywhere else. We call it Rock of the Blank Era. This is the exact same rock Frile and I studied. 3 years ago, we ran a carbon dating test on the rock samples my grandfather brought back from Antarctica. When we ran the test on this rock, we found something strange. It was pointing to an era that didn't exist in any geological record. None of the other samples matched that strange era. We looked for other evidence, but we found nothing. No fossils, no minerals, no records. But then, when we couldn't think any longer, our folktales suddenly came to mind, and it all started to make sense. Our book, Tales of the Mother Spirit, led me here, to the end of the earth. It guided me to these ruins, to this very rock.
I see what you're saying, and I'm sure there's more to discover through this rock. But it a little too soon to link it to your tail?
I'm sure of it. This is the place. It's just like Matu said. This is where the Mother Spirit rests. There is no doubt. If I can bring more samples back to the lab, we might be able to figure out the connection between the Mother Spirit and the Blank Era. We can finally find out what it was like.
Sorry to interrupt, but may I point something out? It's getting very cold in here. I can feel my resistance starting to drop.
Burton! Monster!
Don't provoke it. There's a chance it might just leave us be.
The puppy wishes to come along.
The show's on, hounds. Handy. Plan A.
Time waits for no one, even for a great gift. Time waits for no one, even for a great gift. Three, 2, 1, down.
A mice pass.
Not a fan of my work, I take it?
En todos y más allá del concepto mundano y camino a Tlón.
Do I have to do this? The ground! It's opening up!
Watch your step.
Warning, warning. The puppy is fleeing the scene at its maximum speed.
Timekeeper, are you alright?
Alive and well. And you? Where's Nautica?
She didn't fall through with us. She's still up there, alone.
I don't hear any movement above us. Perhaps she's found a place to hide. Miss Radio, could you get her on the comm?
I'm trying.
Is that girl with you?
Huh?
You're a tricky one to track, Timekeeper. I'm ever so glad you've made it this far into the continent. I'll admit, I'd be more than happy to welcome anyone from the Foundation here. But oh, what a pleasure it is that you, of all people,
would be the one to show up.
Grace? Is that you? No. Who are you really? Kayla from the ranch? Captain Grace of the Free Breeze? Or
just a familiar stranger who would ask a common moth its name, who would even notice if it weren't drawn to the flames.
So many lives have been lived through me. So many names taken. Cecily, Kayla, Grace. I've been them all, yet never quite been any of them.
So which one are you now? What's your goal here?
No need to get worked up. About Dr. Doris, or rather, Miss Erd. I have the final piece of the puzzle that will lead you to her.
Lieutenant?
What is it, Sergeant?
With all due respect, what are we doing here?
We're on standby.
Standby for what?
To capture any Foundation soldiers that make it to the shore.
Then what about the ones we already captured? Why are we only holding the run-of-the-mill SIB? The other two could have been useful, but we just...
Those two? Hardly. What can an awakened researcher and a rookie guard do in Antarctica? Holding them would be a waste of resources. Where is Danilov? Tell him to meet me at the helicopter.
Stop sneaking up on me like that.
Gotcha. Some things never change, huh? Still as jumpy as you were when you were a kid.
Come on, cut it out. I'm a captain now, you know? Not some kid. What do you want? Did the lieutenant send you?
Yep. She wants you over at Canis Minor. Lucky you. Getting to stretch your legs while the rest of us have to sit here, idling away the hours.
Guess that's how it is these days. Everything still seems foggy.
Tell me about it. I thought Brazil was tough, but this is worse. Sometimes it takes more courage to stick to a choice than to make one. I think someone might be struggling with that.
You should know better than to doubt our leadership, White Gloves.
Sure, but what if they start doubting each other? What if the Admiral's steering us one way and the Lieutenant another? You saw how the Lieutenant let that Foundation researcher go. Didn't that bother you?
I trust them both, no matter what. Your rate issue might just be a pedal problem, you see. In this case, either the rudder pedal has loosened, which is affecting the responsiveness of the tail rotor, or the tail blades were damaged by the impact.
I see. Let me take a look. Что было, то и будет. This is more complicated than I thought.
I would be surprised if you managed to fix it in one go. Aircraft can be tricky. Took me 2 full years back at the academy to pass theories of flight mechanics, and even longer to really get the hang of it.
I remember. Your teacher called me in 3 times because of the extreme frustration and concern about your grades.
I'm just glad I didn't call father. That would have been the end of me. You know, I don't see you using your arcane skill much these days.
Well, there is not much use for it, really. Bullets and medicine are 1,000 times more useful on the battlefield.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. Do you want some space?
No, it's fine. You're fine. We just need to get this helicopter fixed as soon as possible. Can you run another check? There was a blockage in the system that stopped my arcane energy from flowing through. Maybe the issue isn't as simple as just the pedal or blade.
Got it. I'll take another look.
That blockage. I just couldn't push past it. Did I follow the wrong circuit? Or did I just do the whole thing wrong?
I wouldn't overthink it if I were you. And stop underestimating your arcane skill. It saved us more times than I can count. Frozen prosthetics, broken casts, ripped dents. Hell, you've been fixing our guns since we were kids. There's nothing wrong with your power. We all appreciate it a lot more than you think. Did you get the adoption form when you were little too, Lieutenant?
You mean the...
Yeah. Mine came after my parents died in 1999. Even now, I still don't know what happened that day. When they brought me the death notice, they handed me an adoption form along with it. It was from Admiral Igor. At first I hated the idea. I didn't want anyone to take my father's place.
But you signed it. Otherwise you wouldn't be here.
I did. Because I needed to know what my parents gave their lives for. And the men they fought beside. I've never regretted it. I'm proud of where I am, proud of everyone in this army. Not because we're the best soldiers Xenos ever had. I mean, I'm sure they definitely don't think that now. No. I'm proud because we're more than just an army. We're family. We Storm Orphans grew up together, trained together, fought side by side. We trust each other like we trust ourselves. Hell, maybe even more so. I know Father hasn't told us everything, but maybe that's for the best. The less everyone knows about his plan, the better. But no matter what, I will follow you and the Admiral to the very end. Whether it's flying a fighter into the Foundation headquarters or waiting here until the spring. I believe in him. I believe that he can take us home. And I believe in you, sister.
Thank you, Captain Danilov. Our current mission is to wait here. Those are our orders. Let's be sure we see them through.
Miss Grace, you're a Manus Apostle. Don't think we've forgotten what you did aboard the Free Breeze. What exactly are you scheming now?
Ah, the Free Breeze. My lovely little cruise ship. Like you, I often find myself missing those serene days on the water. But it seems a few unpleasant memories and misinterpreted actions have deeply wounded your trust in me.
Timekeeper?
It's fine, Sonetto. I have a few questions I'd like to ask. On our way here, we discovered a couple of items that I believe belonged to Dr. Doris. A stethoscope and a typewriter. It seems they were intentionally left behind, like a series of signposts pointing us here. You wouldn't happen to know anything about these items, would you? How about the powder we found on the typewriter? It's finer than snow, and reflects the sunlight differently. It sticks to the skin and is bitter on the tongue. Any idea how it got there? And how the typewriter ended up lying in the snowfields? Did you leave it there? Were you giving directions to the Foundation's investigators?
Come to think of it, that powder looked like the scales from a Lepidoptera wing, a butterfly, or a moth. Huh! Moth! It's you, isn't it? You're the Foundation spy.
I could provide you with a detailed account of the Foundation's phototaxis experiments if you need further proof of my identity. But we're running out of time. I'll lead you to the sanctuary. Dr. Doris, Miss It's already inside. Oh, and my moths have just brought some new information. Your human friend has also gone in that direction. The gate to the sanctuary won't stay open forever, Timekeeper. Shall we?
No. No. This can't be real. This is how it ends, isn't it? Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this alone. Burton, Sonetto, Miss Radio. Possible cause of death 1. Freezing. Frozen solid with a bunch of unstudied samples clutched in my hands. Possible cause of death 2. Getting torn apart. Cold, sticky monster fingers sinking into my skin and ripping me to pieces. Possible cause of death 3. Killing myself before 1 or 2 can happen to me. Who was that? Frida? Oh, I thought you were gone. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Spirit. Thank you for keeping us both in one piece. We'll find a way out of here. We'll look after each other. Oh, goodness, Frile, you're a sack of bones. I met 2 arcanists. They'll help us. I would have never even gotten here if it weren't for them. Oh, you should have seen how they chased off those snow monsters. You can trust them. Come, Fride. We have to find them. They'll protect us. They'll get us home. Fride, why aren't you saying anything? Can't you speak? It must be the cold. Yes, once we get back, you'll feel better. I promise. No? Why? Frire, listen, I found it. The resting place of the Mother Spirit and the Rock of the Blank Era. Remember? I found lots of it. I found everything we came for. Mother Spirit? Will see me soon. I don't understand. You're going to meet the Mother Spirit? But... You mean, she has a mortal form? She's a living creature, like us? And she's here, in this ruin? But how? Is this what the ninth story in the Tales of the Mother Spirit is about? Mother and child, their heartbeats both align, in joyful union through the womb of time. No, it can't be. The tales say that the Mother Spirit should be asleep. She shouldn't wake up until after the Arctic polar day. So if she's asleep, then who are you going to see? Frile, I really don't understand. You really won't come back with me? But if you come with me now, we'll be home soon. I drew a map, like you always did. There's food cached in the depots on the way. I even managed to train new sled dogs and...
The ritual is ready. They are waiting. Time to go.
Onward, child. Follow the word of mouth. To the Earth's edge, the land farthest south. The Mother Spirit's light, with ancient glow, guides us to the great current, nature's flow. Wait for me, Frile.
Miss Stranger, where are we now? Miss Amundsen is a human. If she's been caught by Manus Vindictae...
Keep it down. We're in the tunnel to the sanctuary. It's the easiest path to follow, but also the most dangerous.
Is that a lake?
No, that isn't water.
It's the believers.
Their eyes see not one light of bright star.
Down they fell in martyrdom, but from death's murky waters
they rise once more. Children of the resurrected Mother, lowly bearers of their mantle, let your bodies and souls be the means of their return. It is through their eyes alone that we may seize the truth of this world, for there is no inculcator but them. Call their name, beseech their light. With the Mother's will manifested, the gate of ascension will swing open. Oh, what glory! Oh, what exaltation!
The gate to the sanctuary is at the far end of Plaza.
But how do we get past all these Mana's followers?
If you look closely, Miss Sinetta, you'll see what they've become.
Strange. It's almost like they're in a state of unconsciousness.
It's the easiest path to follow, but also the most dangerous. Whenever a sacrificial ceremony is held in the plaza, Animus has all the believers put on masks to ensure she has full control over them. Right now, there is only one thing on their minds: the ceremony. If we're careful and choose our route wisely, we can slip by them unnoticed. No one will see us except for Animus.
What's the purpose of this sacrifice?
To open the gate.
They're taking a life just to open a gate?
We must take this opportunity to slip through to the sanctuary.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Great revealer of Arcanum, we humbly present this offering.
The offering is human?
No. Not just any human. That's one of Nautica's expedition team members.
Timekeeper, look over there. It's Miss Amundsen. What's she doing there? Something about her doesn't look right.
She's too close to Animus. At that distance, the arcane skill controlling the believers could affect her too.
We need to get her out of there.
Stay down. Not yet. Animus could spot us at any moment. The ceremony is about to begin.
Praise them, worship them. Children of flesh, bear witness, for we shall bask in their radiant blessing. An offering taken, a gate opened. Through bone and blood let the gate fling open, and the path to ancient glory be revealed. Be thankful, you unenlightened little beasts, that the Mother is willing to take your pitiful life as their gift. What great mercy they show.
Through the giant mother's bones a path is laid. In bloody pain, eternal life is made. It's just like in tales of the mother's spirit. really are going to see her. The Mother Spirit's light, with ancient glow, guides us to the great current, nature's flow. The 9th story in Tales of the Mother Spirit. It happened in that season on that day. The children found their mother at the gate. With offerings, the finest of their art, they paid her homage with a faithful heart. And in return, the reverence repaid. By her great gift, her children were remade. By her great gift, her children were remade. Right. That's right. This is the climax of the story. When the children come close to the Mother Spirit, share her pain and her sorrow, and become one with her. The Mother Spirit will come. She'll come to guide us. She'll come to guide you, Frile. What's happening to her? Have you been through there? Why is she screaming? Mother Spirit. Really?
Humans should be grateful, flawed and pathetic as you are, yet nonetheless granted access to the gate at the mere cost of your tongues. Deeper is her sin than our cleansing could purge, greater her crimes than our judgment could meet. Yet in their boundless benevolence, the great Mother of Resurrection has seen fit to accept her. May the Guiding One return to us and restore this world to the ancient order.
May the Guiding One return to us and restore this world to the ancient order.
Cleansing, judgment? What are they talking about?
Their eyes see not one light of bright star. Men's past ways are shaded by their shame.
Is that it? Is that the whole ritual? Where's Frile? What's behind the gate? And those hands? What were they? Is she really with the Mother Spirit now?
Hands are but aberrations in your heart.
What just happened?
conniving little rat dares to taint the purity of our sacred land with her profane, filthy paws.
My friend, Frile, where is she? Why hasn't she come back through the gate?
Why, it seems the lowly little beast has a friend to share in her misery. She has been taken by the Mother of Resurrection. Not that there was much flesh and wit to take.
Flesh and wit?
Praise them. Worship them, children of flesh. The sanctuary gate has opened. The Mother is pleased with our offering, and we have been welcomed into their hall to bear witness to the final ritual. Yes, bear witness to all their infinite kindness, their unmatched benevolence. They have taken so little, yet they grant us so great an honor. Great Mother of Resurrection, oh, guiding one, we fall to our knees before your boundless love. How much longer do you intend to allow this human to sully their holy land, Feed her to the gate. She must be removed.
No! Let me go! They're taking her.
Don't. Now is not the time to act. If Animus spots us, she might lift her control over the believers. Then we'll find ourselves in some serious danger.
All this, it was all just to open the gate. But this feels wrong. Horribly wrong. This isn't how it's supposed to be, is it, Matu? But Frida did say that she was going to see the Mother Spirit, so she must be with her now, right? And the Mother Spirit must be there. Well, she must be behind that gate.
Mother Spirit. What nonsense are you sputtering?
She is the tides, the flowing light. She is the rocks and the soaring partridges and the swooping peregrines. She is the energy behind all things. She will give her children a great gift. A gift that will change their lives forever. I have traveled all the way from the northernmost edge of the world to this place, following her guidance. And I have found proof. Proof that the legends were true. Proof that she is here.
Ah, I see. Mother Spirit. That's how you imagine the supreme being of this world, is it? A deity no greater than a charlatan shaman? And what flattery to claim yourself personally guided by a goddess. Yet, still, I cannot help but feel a twang of pity. What hope can there be for a kind born with minds too narrow to comprehend true greatness? An inescapable predicament indeed. Before you are thrown to the gate, allow me to share with you a fragment of truth, so you may die knowing what you've served. There is no mother spirit. The great mother of resurrection has cast their eye upon the earth from time immemorial. And Artica has ever been the sanctuary of Manus Vindicte. Here we serve Arcana, the only and eternal mother of Arcanum. Few are fortunate enough to learn this truth. What was that pitiful thing's name again? Really? Oh, no matter. Your little friend came to me boldly claiming to share our noble faith, and pleaded to be thrown to the gate so that she may meet her goddess. And so I was inclined to turn down such a blindly foolish request. I agreed. Must have been ever so disappointed when the flesh dissolved from her bones and her body melted into naught but a lump of flesh behind the gate. Oh, that screaming and crying. Oh! Ah, humans, so full of your precious reason and logic, yet turned at even the most basic arcane trick. How foolishly simple you are. Yes, that's the look. Confusion, disbelief. It suits your kind perfectly. What a miserable blind existence. Scurrying about in the dark, unseeing, unperceiving, your limited, darkened minds blind to the spark of enlightenment. A creation forsaken from its inception. You could never wield true knowledge. Yet still, you have brazenly infested every corner of this earth, claiming that you would uncover all its mysteries. Such ignorance, such arrogance. How could you possibly grasp its secrets? How could you catch so much as a glimpse of the greater existence in the barren tenebrosity of your minds?
Here too.
No, I ate them. I was eating. Oh, no.
Are you satisfied? Has this great gift satiated your curiosity? Has realization finally dawned in your darkened mind? Your friend is gone. She will never return from the gate. Your friend is gone. She will never return from the gate.
Timekeeper, now! Следствие Юпандвала. Go! Through the gate, Timekeeper.
We can't just leave Nautica here. Sonetto! Ed subito sera.
The gate only stays open for a brief time after an offering. You have to pass through it before it closes again.
Come, Nautica.
Why am I not surprised? Sie musste mich leben lernen oder sterben lernen. How hopelessly naive. How delusionally optimistic. Has the thought not crossed your ignorant little minds for even a moment? Would I, under the supreme guidance of the Mother of Resurrection, simply allow you poisonous little pests to scurry about these sacred grounds right beneath my nose? Since the moment you step foot on this holy land, every one of you has been under my watch. Nothing escapes my gaze. Not here. And you, Miss Grace, indulge my curiosity. That noose about your neck, is it simply a choice of fashion or a reminder of the precariousness of your situation? Life must be ever so suffocating, knowing that the smallest breeze could tighten its grip at any moment. You must be longing to loosen it.
You're making sport of me again.
which is easily overlooked when eyes are turned to matters of greater import. Tell me, how long have you been with us? What made you worthy to ascend so quickly to the glorious heights of Apostle? We have painstakingly cleared the path to their final ritual. Yet ever since you reared your head, greater and greater complications have continued to arise. Do not take me for a fool, girl. I know treachery when I see it. You were lucky, taking Mr. Forget-Me-Not's place after his expulsion over his alchemical failure. But fortune can be fickle, don't you think? You need no reminder that the trial of the Guiding One is not to be tampered with. Those who sow discord will be silenced forever. You've fallen. Your ladylike visage cracked. I can only imagine how strenuous the fight against their will must be in the face of your waning willpower. You are courageous, I suppose. Ambitious, even. But my, do you lack wit, for you have found yourself in service to the wrong master. The Foundation is already crumbling at our feet. The information you risked your life to provide has been of little import. At this very moment, the Foundation's fleet is stranded off the Antarctic coast, and the only reinforcements you've received are some arcanist children and a human.
You must be jesting, Lady Apostle. I fell ill at sea while serving the Guiding One aboard the Free Breeze. The Timekeeper isn't an enemy to be taken lightly, as I'm sure you're aware. Huh? She took the ship we left in Ushuaia and followed the trail I carefully placed for her, all the way here. I have brought her to you. She is my tribute to you and the Guiding One. A toll I pay for the path I've chosen. What would you have me do with them?
You've been lying to us this entire time?
Huh. What did I say about heirs and graces? It'll take more than the kiss on the hand and a few hostages to prove your loyalty, girl. Go on, end them. The Great Mother will be quite pleased to see their enemies dealt with. Perhaps you'd like to start by piercing their eyes. I personally find it particularly potent in sowing fear.
Timekeeper!
Follow the wind. Timekeeper.
Don't let them get away!
Now is the time to act.
Sonetto, now!
Stop them, you fools! You pull such a thing from that feeble body of yours? Just how far are you willing to go in service of the Foundation?
On the count of 3. 3, 2.
You cannot pass! I will not allow it!
Nautica!
I need only the Timekeeper. Dispose of the rest.
Filter complete. Move carefully. This arcane fluctuation. Is it moths? The stranger.
Let my scale powder settle on you. At least it can still help.
Please stay behind me.
Just another shift, what I'm good at.
Be careful.
It's out of you. Up and at it.
Stop! My responsibility.
Ouch!
The mask's side effects and the moths you released just now must have exhausted you. It's best you don't fight any longer, Miss Stranger.
I know what I'm doing.
Just another shift.
Enough. Please let...
Into the darkness. Wait for the right moment.
Rise and shine.
You'll see it coming.
The gate has opened. The sanctuary awaits their children. Apostle Animus, the time for the ritual is near.
As you say, preacher. You heard the preacher's words.
Liberato dal fratello. Cazzo! Cazzo! la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
Sickening little pests. Blasphemous filth. And that ever self-important creature. Come, children of flesh. We need not entertain these fools any longer. The mother awaits. Let this meeting be our last, heathens.
The gate. It's closed?
We missed the window.
And it'll only open again
when we make another offering.